Hey everyone, welcome to another hunt video. Today we're going to be fighting Chameleos, so let's get on with this. Okay, and here he is. As you can see, he is very hard to see most of the time. So when you're actually fighting him, it isn't as bad, but when you're trying to find him... Oh, okay, the cat blew me up. But when you're trying to find him, it can be quite a struggle to actually see him. Luckily, I spawned in the area that he was in. But if you don't, I would definitely recommend bringing Psycho Serums, because with the Psycho Serum, you'll know exactly where he is. Because I got very lucky this time. I've spent like, 10 plus minutes before just trying to find him because he's so invisible. Anyway, so as you can see, he is very much a chameleon-inspired Elder Dragon, obviously. So with Chameleos, his music doesn't actually start until he gets angry. And I actually also just realized that his tail's already cut off, so this must have been one that I've fought already at some stage. But yeah, so obviously with an Elder Dragon, you can repel them and fight them again. So that's the reason for that. But yeah, he's quite annoying with the invisibility. It's when you're when you're actually fighting him, it's not horrible, but before then it's pretty bad. And when he changes zone, it can be quite annoying, and that's such an annoying move. His tail slam down does a lot of wind, and then he can steal your items. That lick attack just there that he did as well, he can also steal your items with that attack. But after he does the tail slaps, he will lick afterwards, so you just watch out for that. You don't want to get your items stolen, of course. Now, Chameleos was first introduced in Monster Hunter 2 and has since been in Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate Generations, and then most recently in Rise, which I really love that, because he hadn't been in for a little bit. Well, I hadn't fought one, in the new generation. Now, Chameleos, honestly, he's not, incredibly hard. He is annoying with the invisibility, of course. And that tail slap I find really annoying because of the wind, but generally he's not super hard. And he's weak against fire and dragon. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe he's weaker against dragon, at least in this generation. Fire, I meant to say, in this generation. And there we go, the music has finally started because he's gotten angry. But either way, I'm using dragon right now. Honestly, with Elder Dragons, I usually just use dragon or just raw. Because, yeah, you can use an element that they're weak against, but oftentimes Dragon or Raw is more than good enough. Or you can bring something like Poison, or something like that, Paralysis, those sorts of things. And as I was saying before, how this one already has its tail cut off, with breakable parts, you can cut his tail off, I believe you can break his wings, and you can break his horn. See the spiky bit on his head, you can break that as well. Obviously, being able to hit his head is a bit of a struggle, because he's so, his head's so high up. And with him going invisible every 3 seconds, because, look, I have no idea where he is. I don't know if he's changing zone or if he's still in here. Now, just like a lot of the older Elder Dragons, Chameleos, and just Elder Dragons in general, to be fair, but Chameleos doesn't actually have... Oh, we broke his horn. Doesn't have any kind of subspecies. Well, I mean, there's technically in Rise, there's Risen Chameleos, but other than that, there isn't anything. It's just Chameleos, Risen Chameleos, and that's it. And here we go, he's not angry again, so the music's come off. And Chameleos placed relatively high in the 20th anniversary ranking. He came 62nd, which is pretty good. I mean, he was in Rise, so that is kind of to be expected. The, more modern games, he'll probably get a higher rating. He's just spamming this attack right now. But as you can see, his moveset's pretty basic. He does, he does the tail slam. He does this move, which I believe that does defense down. And he does a breath version of that. He does a swipe. Actually, let's see if this does do defense down. I need him to do it again. I want to actually get hit by it just to verify. And then of course he also does the lick attack and all those sorts. He does a ram as well where he runs forwards. But he doesn't do that super often. Now let's test this move out. Okay, no, it does stamina. Okay, so you definitely don't want to get hit by that, especially if you don't have... oh, you can't actually take a well-done stake afterwards. Okay, that is a pain. One of the biggest things for this fight, now that I know this, I'll definitely say, is do bring some stuff to replenish your stamina. Now, obviously, I can't right now because this effect is on, but when it comes off, I'll be able to. And the other thing, which I said earlier in the episode, is definitely bring Psycho Serums. Just because if you can't find him, it's really hard to... Well, if you're not going to be able to find him if you don't have it, and you don't spawn near him. You will, but it'll be quite hard to find. And also, one thing that I forgot to mention is when you break his horn and you cut his tail off, or just break his horn, I think you have to do both. He doesn't go invisible anymore. I just remembered that now because he hasn't gone invisible since breaking the horn. So as you can see, he hasn't gone invisible at all since the tail's off and the horn's broken. That might also just be the horn, though. Correct me in the comments, guys. I'm not 100% sure, but I know for a fact that it's at least one of those, if not both. But as you can see, he tried to go invisible there, but it didn't work. I do believe it's both, though, not just the horn. I can't fully remember, but I'm pretty sure. But yeah, Chameleos is a really cool Elder Dragon. It's very unique, especially for like the older games, because obviously the older games has, you know, a lot of cool monsters, but they're not always super unique. So I do really like him. Now, I find that very annoying. I've always found that annoying, and he can be an annoying monster. Like, I can take my word on stake now. Yeah, he can definitely be an annoying monster to fight, but at the same time, just like most of the monsters in this generation, his moveset is so basic. Thanks for stealing my Mega. But yeah, his moveset is so basic that a lot of the time you're probably not going to have heaps of issues. Now, obviously, when he's going invisible, you're going to have way more. Because when he goes invisible, I have so many issues. But when he's not invisible, it's not that bad. He's pretty manageable at that point. Now, he does do big damage. He's not doing crazy big damage right now because this is only a village one. Well, a Nakot one. And obviously, I've got G rank gear. And also this one's weak, so this one will die at some stage. I'm not too sure, because apparently I already repelled it. But yeah, you can definitely see he can't go invisible here. Oh, he's changing zone. But yeah, because he would usually be invisible after he's changed zone if he can, but breaking those makes him not be able to. But yeah, there's not too much else to say about Chameleos. I'm pretty sure I've said pretty much everything at this point. You know, he's really not that bad. Definitely bring Psycho Serums, bring some well done steaks or rations, you know, that sort of stuff. I would definitely recommend that. I'm surprised I didn't get hit there, but yeah, other than that, he's just, you know, he's just a relatively basic, easy monster. There we go. That wasn't too bad. He definitely didn't have much health from whenever I repelled him last. And there we go, guys. So, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you'd like to join the channel as a member, you can. I'll show up on screen now the members you have. Thank you all very much. And yeah, I've got no idea what we're going to be doing next episode. I haven't decided yet. I need to look through the list, because we've gone through most things at this point. We're probably getting close to going on to the next game with hunts, but there is still some monsters, I know that for a fact. So, either way, I'll see you guys in the next episode for whatever we fight. See you guys then.